away. Ced Wilson now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
There's one less thing now this offense got to worry about, silencing the home crowd early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous, tremendous return by the special teams unit.
Now Murray on the play fake. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. And now I'm fitted, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord, know yourself, know your work.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
The cool thing about a drive starting a run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That side is ruled in by Warren. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. gives the 49ers the first.
First down, 49ers.
Kyler with a chance to run it here. And the ball is going to remain at midfield as he stopped at the line. No gain.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
They snap it to Murray. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Murray's pass.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Caught by Flowers. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Now toss it to Etienne. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. So that brings up second down.
Coverage by Devon Clark.
Play action. Hurts has it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
On third down, it's Hurts. Connecting on the slant. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Dameon Pierce now to return it. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Murray, first and 10. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And gain 11 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On first and 10, it's Murray. Throw complete to Warren. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at 2nd and 3. Trying an inside give to Warren. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. He's called it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
On the give, this is Irving. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And set. Here we go. First down. Here's the give to Irving. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for first and goal.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Irving. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Swim.
Another try for Irving. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers take a second quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. A a few on the plunge forward.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Let's get to that wide, complete. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. They've not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
It's a design run. Hurts. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs.
4th down, you want the ball in the hands of your biggest and best playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that is the QB. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down in time.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action now, Murray. This is thrown towards the defender instead, man. He's the one who takes away the football. That's what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DP knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Taking a shot deep here. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender. He knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. Get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Murray on 3rd down. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Outside, this is into the hands of Felton. And he drives it up to the 24. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Draine.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Looking now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. Gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the 49ers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Has it down close. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McLaughlin sacks on the extra point. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Rams 7. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Hurts on 1st down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the 49ers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Pressure coming. It's Murray. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21.
Rams 7. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
Their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. Dialing up a receiver screen. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. Now he's past the 25. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
It's a pickup of
Dose of the hurry up here.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, Silver.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Throw caught at the 6. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams make it an 11-point ball game.
Rams 17. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Pierce now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
Us quarterbacks, Kate, yeah, you'll hear us say things like our best friends are the blockers in front or the go-to receivers. But a returner who could give you a short field coming out just like that, well, he's someone maybe you take to dinner during the week as a thank you for that great field position.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. Running their full steam ahead, but they ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
Kid, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him, actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball into the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Hurts now from the gun. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Got for big yards on the right side. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
It's a chance for running here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's going to have this one down at the 28. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's ETN on first down. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he got it! Interception! Picked off by Dax Hill.
Yeah, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
That run may not have got you a first. Sure, a nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Warren running between the tackles. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so they'll shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Third down, give to Irving. He's out in the clear. He cuts it right. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers. And what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. This our last play of the quarter. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Short pass brought in. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Rams football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Great, set.
Now Hurts. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Caught by Flowers. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Complete to Zay Flowers. That's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
Nickel set from the Niners
3.
on third down. Hurts yet again. Taken in by Felton left side. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
A loss of a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Pass brought in by Slayton. And they have this run to the red zone now at the 15. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on fourth down. That gets them the first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And again, here's Hurts. Completed to Flowers. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and
Hurts
6
throwing again.
at the 10-yard line.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we started to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons.
Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked. The foot. Space on the right. He's got room. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2 points. Well, Brock, you never want to take the point after for granted, and that play shows exactly why. However unlikely it might be, there is always a chance they can get through for the block, and then it's a foot race all the way down the field.
And you really got to give a ton of credit to everybody on the special teams there. It all starts with making that block, but then the alertness, the awareness to transition quickly to set up the return. That is a job well done.
He's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Here's Murray. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. He's across midfield into Rams territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is Irving on second. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Murray on third down. Dump off caught by his back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Traditional short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Running for it, here's Irving. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Right side, this is into the hands of Felton. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Second and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a field here ahead of this third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. It's Hurts once again. Escapes the pocket. Finding Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Set.
He's going to throw it again. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Rams cut the lead down to 10.
40, Rams 30.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
San Francisco.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Irving on the inside give. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
The 37-yard line.
Again on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they get a touchdown. Defense scores and gives them some small hope here.
I gotta believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just pick, it was a pick 6.
This would put it back within a field goal. And And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the fourth.
Niners 40, Rams 37.
So down inside the final minutes, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the 49ers are going to get this kick. They're going to hang on for the win.
Recovered by San Francisco.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
These coordinators today looking to make splash plays however you can, and what a great way to do it. Defenses still have trouble, Kate, time to time with these jet sweeps, especially when they lose contain, lose that edge. A sizable boost on the ground for this offense.
They give to Irving, left side. And that's just about good, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Gets another one into the hands of Flowers. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Hurts. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
That's good for a Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
11 more yards.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.